how the nature's remedies can help. Tune in for the facts that will transform your perspective on herbal solutions and natural therapies. That's Nature's Remedies, every Tuesday during Nationwide at 5 from 7 to 8 p.m. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media.
Jamaica. Our young people are world leaders, innovators, and game changers. They are creative, intelligent, bold, and they are champions. My youths, you have the power to transform Jamaica. Our country needs your ideas, your opinions, your solutions, and your support. Full time now, we kick out crime and violence, rape culture, unemployment, and all of the other problems in Jamaica land we love. I'm Empress Golding, encouraging all young people to come make with Talk Up, on Talk Up Radio. Go on with it, youths. Talk Up Youth. Myself a Talk Up Youth.
Education is the key for betterment in this modern time, Education is the key for betterment. Never waste your time, don't you waste your time. Bless and love. This is Warrior King. It's all about Talk Up Youth, you know. Cause the youth them are the future. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Keep in tune, don't move the dial. Rastafari. Reggae music rocking the nation. Good vibration.
Talk Up Youth and talk the truth. I ask the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths. Here and nationwide, 90 FM. Every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush.
Another party, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another Rari, yeah. Bare feelings that I carry. Pull up another Audi, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another card, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody but you. Pull up another Lada. Put me off the Benz and the Prada. And a couple brand new order. All of them fully don't matter. 0 to 102. Yeah, so I'ma flex on you. All in on my section view, I set on you. Then me get a text come true, so I'ma show you what my legs can do. Pull up another party, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another Rari, yeah. Bare feelings that I carry. Pull up another Audi, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another card, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody but you. I don't play, you will never ever find another like me, yeah. You should know you made my day, and I lost my horse when you came my way, but it changed my mood. Oh, you're so rude, yeah. Then I try push up intrude, but you're well settled and smooth, yeah. Pull up another party, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another Rari, yeah. Bare feelings that I carry.
Good morning, Jamaica. Welcome to Nationwide at 90 FM. You are listening to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on the best revolution station, as I just said, Nationwide 90 FM. Welcome. It's the weekend. It is a Saturday, and we are here locked and loaded on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, 90.9 FM band, and digital player flow. So we're glad to be here with you today, and today's show is going to be exciting. I'm Damian Scarlett. It's been a while since I've been on this seat on a Saturday morning, but I'm here. I'm the producer boss sitting in today, and I have with me a very, very special co-host. We've been saying for the last couple of weeks that we're on the verge of recruiting new hosts, new talent, the younger, fresher minds and all of that, so that you won't see or hear me anymore because I'm not so young. But I have with me today as my co-host Romar Banton. How are you doing, Romar?
I'm doing alright. Good morning. Welcome to Talk Up Youths.
Alright, love that. And if you hear the last name Banton, not related to the artist, but related to somebody here at Nationwide 90 FM. Yeah, the one and the great and the lovely NGB. Who are you related to, Romar?
I'm related to the Norgay Banton.
The Norgay.
The
wow.
one and only.
Alright. You're really a Banton for you, Right, so the one and only. But yes, Romar Banton is with us today. And before we get into the show, Romar, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself What do you do? Where do you go to school and all of that?
Okay. So, as I said, good morning. My name is Ramar Banton. I attend the Arden High School. I am in 10th grade. 10th grade. My extracurriculars include, and not limited to, karate. I am interested in singing. I am an actor. I also play drum and guitar. And I am an avid son of God.
Wow, love that. Perfect way to end that part of the introduction, being a Christian in the Son of the Lord. So you do karate.
Yes,
so I have to be very careful around you, so I can't style it in. Right? Can't do that any at all. What's good? And you're a musician.
Yes.
Okay, you play 2 instruments.
Yes, I do.
You do acting. Wow, you're an all-rounder, man. Mm-hmm. So you like the arts?
I love the arts.
You love the arts. Okay, well, welcome, and it's good to have you in this space. And I'm sure we're gonna learn more about you as we go along. So that's pretty cool. So coming up in today's show, it's all about youth excellence, and our program is packed with inspiring stories, talented young people, and important conversations that will showcase the very best of our nation's youth. So joining us on the airwaves today, we'll be having some of Jamaica's brightest stars, high school students, chess champions, and funny enough, drama enthusiasts, right? As we heard from Ramar earlier on. So in our What Say You segment, we start off with a question, and we want to get that question when the other youth participants join us in the studio, right? So if you could have any superpower to help you succeed in life, what would it be and how would you use it? When you think about that, Ramar, if you had any superpower in life that could help you succeed, what would it be and how would you use it? So that's our What Say You question. I'd like to say good morning as well to our YouTubers. And of course, inside our Youth for Chat segment, we'll be chatting with our guests, Caleb Perry, Daniel Rapley, and Donald Dollhouse. And they'll share their insights and their experiences about life. And in our next Youth for Chat segment, what we're going to be talking about?
We'll be chatting about, with guests, we'll discuss how young people are feeling after Hurricane Melissa, very important topic, and address the pressing issue of violence in schools. It's an important conversation to have, very important. And also later in the sports segment, we'll turn our focus to the recently concluded 2026 National High School Chess Championships. Representing St. Jago High School national champions, will be joined by chess stars Nathaniel Hope, Candidate Master Jaden Forshaw, Candidate Master-elect Gerald Chin, Javon Oliver, and Michael Baker. So stay tuned for that inspiring journey.
Alright, yeah, man. So we're going to be learning about chess today. We have space on the table now. I hope them walking with a chessboard and things here, so we can learn about chess.
Play a quick game.
Play a quick game on here, right? And then later on, we'll close off, of course, with our social media highlights. You don't want to miss that. So we're going to be here until 1 p.m. So listen to the Talk Up Your Radio show here online or at nationwideradiojam.com. You can get the Nationwide app in your relevant app store as well. And as I said earlier on, good morning to our YouTubers. So we're on YouTube. It's good to see you here. So this is the Talk Up Your Radio show, a youth-led Talk Up You production. Stay tuned for more. And Ramar, when we normally close out a segment, when we say Talk Up You, Mr. Fee?
Talk Up Youth.
All right. So let's try that again. Talk Up Youth, Mr. Fee?
Talk Up Youth.
We're going to a break. We'll soon come.
Setting up the place, bout in my relationship. Me, I go put you on lockdown. I put your body on lockdown. You got me on lock now. You got my person on lock. Oh, if you love me, you should let me. You should let me. You should let me know. And if
Mega Mart, best value by far. You can get it all here at Mega Mart. Mega Mart, best value by far. You can get it all here at Mega Mart.
My Mega Mart, the best value by far. My Mega Mart, the best value by far. If you love the vibes, the laughs, and the real talk, then you're one of us. Don't just listen, belong. Join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon.
Merle Grove High School on May 15, it's your time. The NNN School Tour 2026 is bringing energy, talent, and excitement straight to your school.
So pull up your pants and put it on your waist and
we're pulling up to highlight student talent and creativity while bringing the fun with games, exciting prizes, and live performances you won't want to miss.
Missing.
It's all going down on May 15 from 1 to 4 p.m. at Merle Grove High School. Don't miss the vibes, the fun, and your chance to shine. See you there. This broadcast is brought to you by the Police Civilian Oversight Authority, Tip Friendly Society, LMH Publishing, Wisynco Group, Digicel, Nutrition Products Limited, and Mystic Mountain, Jamaica.
Yo, listen up. Don't wait for the symptoms start show. HIV test free. Make sure you know. Yo. Me take my test. Me get the news. Me take my meds. Me can't lose. Family there, support there too. We strong, we bold life, I live right through. Live bold test early. Test for HIV. Know your status smooth surely. After we go. Me take my test. Me get the news. Me take my meds. Me can't lose. Free testing is available at health centers island-wide.
A message by the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Fantana loves you, mama. Show love to your mama with anything that Fantana, yeah. Perfumes and flowers and tumblers too. Gift baskets and fragrances just for you. Any gift for mama's kitchen or her house, just come to Fantana. Gift that she deserves. Show love to your mama, yeah. Fantana, it's so good inside.
This is not just a radio show. This is a lifestyle takeover. Ready to level up your home and your mindset? Tune in to the Design Studio with Karen Booker, your design diva, where bold ideas, refined interiors, and powerful living collide. We're bringing you next level interior design, real decor fixes in What Would Karen Do? Transformation secrets inside Design Lab, and mindset elevation in Thrive 360. Because this is more than design, this is lifestyle. From stunning home tours to confidence building conversations, we're designing rooms and redefining success. Catch the Design Studio Saturdays at 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM and streaming live on YouTube at Nationwide 90 FM Live. Design bold, live elevated, thrive fully.
Attention all data protection enthusiasts. Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM every Tuesday at 8:20 a.m. and Thursday at 8:25 a.m. for a new program, Data Protection Matters. Join us as we delve into crucial topics that will keep you informed and compliant. Data Protection Matters is hosted by Chuck Cameron, founder of Design Privacy, your trusted partner in data protection. Don't miss out. That's every Tuesday morning at 8:20 and every Thursday at 8:25 a.m. Stay protected, stay informed with Nationwide 90 FM and Design Privacy.
Come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you.
Welcome to the Mayor's Parlor with Desmond McKenzie.
From 1 to 6 p.m. every Sunday, you'll now get more of your favorite vintage music.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Nationwide 90 FM will transform your Sunday into a musical time machine that will take you way back.
Come with me. Let's go back in time.
This magic moment.
Journey into yesteryear with Desmond McKenzie in the Mayor's Parlor.
I've got the music to jog your memory and make you smile.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the best in vintage music.
Come into the Mayor's Parlor every Sunday between 1 and 6 p.m. here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Those oldies but goodies reminds me of you.
is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence, you youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time.
Tell the people. I've been praying for a break, praying for a way to get through. All I wanna do, all I wanna do, yeah. All I wanna do is, all I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and want it, giant. Cause every move to make a pickle, no matter what you trickle, cause things so hard. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and want it, giant. Cause every move to make a pickle, no matter what you trickle, cause things so hard. It's the pleasures and pressures of life we look at the so. Try your best to make time for joy when the sorrows and pain of life sets on you. We both know that there is no choice, cause every lesson is a blessing. No stressing, no guessing. Life is for the living, we know. We just live it to the fullest and let the good times flow. Cause all I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and wanna enjoy life. Cause every move can make a pickle, no matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and wanna enjoy life. Cause every move can make a pickle, no matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. Hey, I've been feeling a little frustrated, feeling so lost. So many days that I have been working so hard. From week I've been anticipating just to take my day off. Because life it can be amazing if it just pass here, man. Set, live a little, breathe a little, and wanna enjoy life. Cause every move can make a mickle, no matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and wanna enjoy life. Cause every move can make a mickle, no matter what you trickle, cause things so alright. So much to learn, so much to see. Some made it hard when it can be a breeze. We seek peace and to live at ease. Free as can be like the birds and the bees in the trees. Struggle with face is real. Happiness is scarce and it's easy to steal. There is no joy in despair. Comfort in the fear because we know that Jah is always there.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Your Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. You're listening to Damon Scarlett and my co-host today. I have a new co-host, everybody. And my co-host today is
Romar Banton.
I'm just excited, because as I said, I'm almost vacating the chair to give the airwaves to the younger ones. So that's how the program was designed. That's always the vision, and I have to say big up to Empress Golding all the time for her vision that she has. So in this segment, we're really in our What Say You, we're talking about the question of the day, and I have with me today Caleb. Caleb, what going, Caleb? You good? Good. Good one. Yes, in this space and everything, and it's always good when we have young persons in the studio, and we'll have some more persons coming today, Ramar. As we mentioned in the introduction, that we have the champions of the National High School chess competition at St. Jago High School. They're going to be here a little later on, as well as some other persons as we have a little chit-chat today. But the question of the day, what's the question of the day, Ramar?
If you could have any superpower to help you succeed in life, what would it be and how would you use it?
That's a very interesting question.
Indeed, very interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it to the high schoolers. You have any thoughts on that?
Okay, so my idea is definitely teleportation. Easily,
Okay.
top of my list. Reason being is...
I must say if you're thinking like a Casey. A joke.
Reason being is the thing that keeps us most limited in life is time.
Time.
If we had more time, or if we would be able to use our time better, we could do so much more. And I feel like teleportation is, when it comes to time.
When it comes to time, easily. Well, I'll piggyback on that to say that, boy, I was more thinking of, you'd say that because of the traffic situation that is happening. The traffic is horrible, man. You know, and so I would really love that superpower to teleport, to be able to teleport, so I don't have to stay in the traffic.
At all.
You know, I have had a couple of friends that say, well, that's not really a superpower, but the ability to fly cars, you know, and things. But I'm like, if we have traffic down here when cars are driving on the road, can you imagine
in the sky, right? It don't make no sense.
You might have traffic up there too.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, man, teleporting. Daniel, if you had any superpowers, which one would you want?
Probably time travel.
Time travel.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all come back though. Yeah, always come back to time.
Time,
Tell me
right.
why you say time travel now?
Because like in a life you're gonna make a lot of mistakes, and most of the time in the future you're gonna dwell on those mistakes. So what I do with it, like go back in time and fix those problems, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do with it.
Oh,
and plus
nice.
if you get like a low grade on the test, you can go back and redo it.
And redo the test.
Okay. So go back and do it. Okay. When you said time travel a while ago, my mind went into like, Flash. Yeah? It's a Flash now.
You know, he backfire upon him no time because
it's a Flash not using the time travel thing.
Not at all.
You know, because I was thinking about it and like, what is my life like in another lifetime? You know, looking ahead the next 20, 30 years. You know, let me just take a look at people over there. I see what is in store for me over there. I've been on too like it, but just come back.
Yeah.
Right? But I like the idea about time travel. But when we talk about the concept of superpowers though, and when we evaluate like our strength and our qualities, then in a regular way or some common superpowers, some person might say, for example, might be invisibility. Nobody don't want to be seen, and that's why I move around and super intelligence. What do you think about that?
I feel like super intelligence is a double-edged sword though, because if you know everything, it really, when people say the less you know the better, really the less you know the better. Because sometimes when you know something or when you know something is going to happen, and then they happen, it just better you never know, and it just surprises you.
No, but like if you have super intelligence and you know if something like you can prepare yourself for. You can prepare for the situation. So like,
I mean that's true, but with super intelligence, you would also know like your date of.
Oh yeah.
And that would really haunt you for your whole life.
No. But what I see with it is more like a blessing because since you know when you're gonna die, you can like live out your life to its fullest.
Yeah. That's why I say it's a double-edged sword still, because it can be used for both. Yeah,
that's fair.
Well, I'm just sitting here listening to the both of you. Well, I mean, because one of the things too with the super intelligence is that it would help you to boost like problem solving skills that you'd have to be more creative, expanding like the learning capacity, as you mentioned, there. And just the fact that acquire knowledge quickly. Why am I have to go through school for 5 years if I have super intelligent powers? I can just basically
just want to.
Disclaimer: I am not saying here that you must not go to school. That's not the intention of this conversation. But if you have super intelligence, you don't need to test your IQ. But for the purposes of this conversation, but outside of that, yes, so going to school is important, right? And just to be able to make informed decisions.
Right, definitely.
When it comes on to know, well, you mentioned time travel, because I actually had it here, no matter about flight, in terms of being able to save on time and energy, so you can reach your destination quicker and those things. You don't have to worry about joining long lines
and traffic
and the traffic and those things, And then also the invisibility now would be to help you to observe situations where without being noticed, right? Nobody are too prior. You can get insights better from other individuals as well. and also to help to avoid conflict. So, I mean, it's a good little thought process there. But for those of us who live in the real world,
Right.
you know, when we talk about superpower, do you think like confidence can be a superpower?
Confidence. I feel like extreme confidence could be a real superpower because some people don't really have confidence like that. But I feel like all superpowers are in some way acquirable in the real world if you really think about it. So the real superpower is just acquiring them, you know?
Acquiring them, right. So hit it on the nail. What do you think about that, Caleb?
Repeat the question.
In terms of what we're talking about confidence, and how important it is for us to be confident in what we do.
Oh yeah, me personally, I kind of lack in confidence really. Especially when I'm outside, like walking around, right? I feel like everybody's just watching me, and I really don't kind of like it. That's why I'm much rather have like invincibility, as you said. But yeah, as I see, confidence is kind of a superpower, especially when you're like talking to females. Yeah.
Alright, Caleb is especially when you're talking to the ladies, you get the confidence to be is a superpower. But you, just by the very fact that you're here, talking and sharing in this conversation, dialogue with us on air, that took a lot of confidence,
Extreme confidence,
a lot of boldness, and we have to say big up to you for that.
Yeah, they kind of afraid when Auntie Vanessa did come on the show.
Oh well, but this is Talk Up Youth, so we don't be fearful around here. I want to give people opportunities, so this is where we break the barrier, break the stigma, and as you said, yeah, man, and so one of the things is that we have to realize that when opportunities are provided for us, we seize those moments, seize the opportunity, and to know that the confidence or the wherewithal that you need, it's actually within us,
within us, yes.
Within us. So we have to believe in that. And yeah, that's really our what say you for today in terms of assessing your skill set, what you have, and if you're out there listening, maybe you have a superpower, you have something that is within you that you need to tap into, right, and unleash and get to that maximum place, right? So if it's confidence, if you need motivation, give me another possible one, Romari, you think could be a modern day type of superpower.
Respect.
That's a big one. That's a very big one. And we need to respect ourselves, respect each other, more importantly, that we can have a better society. And it's very interesting that you mentioned the whole matter about respect, because when we come back from the other side of the break, we're going to be talking about some of the challenges that students face within the school system, and I believe if we all had more respect being shown, we probably see some differences. So let's talk about that when we come back from the break. This is the Talk Up Youth radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Talk Up Youth, Mr. F.A.
Talk Up Youth.
It soon come.
Cause every move could make a pickle. Nobody want to trickle, cause things so alright. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and go and enjoy life. Cause every move could make a pickle. Nobody want to trickle, cause things so alright.
The youth them have a voice here, and it matters. The Family Club helps us to keep giving young people the mic. If you believe in that, join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Hey yo, me is a youth, no in a hurry. Me love me.
Is your investment idling? At LaSalle's Employees and Partners Cooperative Credit Union, we know the power of compounding. With Compounder, your medium-term goals grow stronger every month. No debate. Earn a whopping 4.5% offer rate over 12 months. Start with a minimum of $200,000 and watch your money multiply with the compounding effect. Growth isn't just steady, it's exponential. Call 876-923-5480 or visit www.lasallescreditunion.com. LaSalle's Employees and Partners Cooperative Credit Union, the friendly financial institution of choice.
Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we
On May 15, it's your time. The NNN School Tour 2026 is bringing energy, talent, and excitement straight to your school.
Pull up your pants and put it on your waist and
we're pulling up to highlight student talent and creativity while bringing the fun with games, exciting prizes, and live performances you won't want to miss.
Missing.
It's all going down on May 15 from 1 to 4 p.m. at Merle Grove High School. Don't miss the vibes, the fun, and your chance to shine. See you there. This broadcast is brought to you by the Police Civilian Oversight Authority, Tip Friendly Society, LMH Publishing, Wisinco Group, Digicel, Nutrition Products Limited, and Mystic Mountain, Jamaica. This is not just a radio show. This is a lifestyle takeover. Ready to level up your home and your mindset? Tune in to the Design Studio with Karen Booker, your design diva, where bold ideas, refined interiors, and powerful living collide. We're bringing you next level interior design, real decor fixes in What Would Karen Do? Transformation secrets inside Design Lab, and mindset elevation in Thrive 360. Because this is more than design, this is lifestyle. From stunning home tours to confidence building conversations, we're designing rooms and redefining success. Catch the Design Studio Saturdays at 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM and streaming live on YouTube at Nationwide 90 FM Live. Design bold, live elevated, thrive fully.
Attention all data protection enthusiasts. Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM every Tuesday at 8:20 a.m. and Thursday at 8:25 a.m. for a new program, Data Protection Matters. Join us as we delve into crucial topics that will keep you informed and compliant. Data Protection Matters is hosted by Chuck Cameron, founder of Design Privacy, your trusted partner in data protection. Don't miss out. That's every Tuesday morning at 8:20 and every Thursday at 8:25 a.m. Stay protected, stay informed with Nationwide 90 FM and Design Privacy.
We love showing you the fun side of Jamaica. New places, good food, real vibes, and pure adventure.
Sweet Jamaica, we now left ya.
If you enjoy exploring with us, come closer. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
We now left ya. Ain't nothing like this sweet cool breeze that jammed up.
Turn up the heat with Hot Listing, Nationwide 90 FM's new on-air and online classifieds feature. If you have a car for sale, room for rent, or yard sale come up. If you look at work or need stuff. If you provide a service, make it a Hot Listing, Nationwide 90 FM's new on-air and online classified segment. Your listing plays again and again. From morning till evening. You sing it, we play it. You say it once, Jamaica hears it all day, every hour. Contact our sales team now at 876-630-1210 or sales at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Hot Listings on Nationwide 90 FM, a new revolution in media.
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore a range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield Mandeville. Call 876-963-0628-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
Secure in the back, financial free.
Talk Up Youth and talk the truth. I ask the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths here and nationwide 90 FM every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush.
So much much blessings I'm for thankful. Fulfilling my dreams, I'm grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, that will hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. In a life when it get hard, 10 toes down, shoulder broad. Drop on my knees and pray to God. It could have been worse, it could have been bad. Not in the earth or in the bag. Not chat to no nurse and live in a ward. We flipping the car, securing the bag. We double the profit with me and my squad. Not in a barrel full of a crap. Mind over matter, we stick to the plan. Never yet sell off a couple of grand. Only the farmer can depend upon. Forever grateful, I'm giving the thanks. Living the dream, on me and the gang. Me and the team did a sick in a sun. We wouldn't be here without all of the fans, yeah. So much blessings.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Your Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on the best revolution station in Jamaica. And I always say each and every Saturday across the world, nationwide, 90 FM. You are listening to Damien Scarlett, and I have to keep saying this because I have a new co-host today. And I'm sure going forward, you're going to have a good time with him as he's vibing here. And his name is very big around here. The last name especially because your name is, sir?
Romar Banton.
Romar Banton is with us in the Talk Up You Radio Show program. And how has it been so far, Romar?
It has been an amazing experience. We get to really talk about things that, you know, you don't really come up in regular casual conversation, really get into the meat of the matter about the country and about the future of the whole world.
Okay, cool. Do you listen to your sister?
I do listen to my sister.
You sure? I just assess a book idea. Don't worry, that we won't tell her. Norgay Banton, wherever you are this morning, big up yourself. But yes, your brother is doing a good job. Now, one of the things we want to talk about, and we have Caleb here with us, we have Romar here, and we'll have some other persons. And let me just say, listeners, viewers, the studio right now is very packed and it's very colorful over here. And I was just saying to somebody behind the break, while we were on the break rather, that I took up my Kingston College shirt this morning to wear it. But I don't know why I changed my mind and I put down the Kingston College shirt and put on a blue shirt.
Coming up blue?
Not blue. Romar, do not. Romar is the first day, you can't be doing that, you know.
I'll go keep myself quiet.
Right, but we have the St. Jago High School students here. They're well decked out in their, that's the Jamaica colors, right? In their yellow and their green. You're going to see them, you're going to hear them in a little bit. Caleb is here. Representing Calabar. You are here, Romar, representing Arden. So it's a whole schoolers thing today, schoolers vibe. But interestingly though, Romar, Caleb, in the news over the last couple of days or weeks, we've been seeing a lot of incidents relating to violence in schools. And that is something that we take very seriously. Anybody should take that seriously.
Everybody
should take that seriously. And it's kind of devastating seeing what we are seeing in the news, right? And the concern about safety is always something that comes up, right? Both from a community perspective and also in our schools. And we see that recent statistics from the JCF, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, shows a rise in violent incidents in some areas, with an increase of 15% in school.
Recording in progress.
With school-related violence over the past year. And this highlights the urgent need for us to work together to create a safer environment. Because really and truly, when you go to school is supposed to be a safe place.
A safe place.
Ought to be a safe place. But I don't know, based on what you've been seeing, based on what you've been hearing, what are your thoughts on everything?
I feel like it's not only the violence in schools, it's also the missing reports, the extreme high number of missing children I've been seeing. And it's very disheartening to see that we as a nation who are very passionate about our young people, are very passionate about growing the youth, we're seeing such a decline in the decency and the availability of our youths, both mentally and emotionally. And it is just scary. to say the least.
Yeah, I want to agree with you there, because when you scroll through WhatsApp, you see all of those pictures going up about children, young persons being that have gone missing, and you really have to be praying and hoping that they come back safely. Whatever the circumstances behind that they may be, it is still cause of concern, and really this is another indication of how we are supposed to be invested in the life of our children, and to really know what they're up to, know who's in their life, their friends that they're keeping, and all of that. But when you go back to just the recent scenarios in terms of situation, I may not use the term scenario, but we see in the public domain about violence in our institutions, though there's a need for, as you said, safety. There's a need for us to rally together, and it goes to show then that there's always been a call for dealing with conflicts, right? As simple as something as simple as even somebody has stepped on your shoes, right, can cause a conflict, right? What are some of the things that you think that we can do to kind of stem that, to kind of curtail that, I should really say?
Okay, something I've been seeing, and I've experienced it because I go to school. Yes, is the implementation of conflict resolution, the conversation about how to properly resolve a conflict in the classroom. And I feel like a lot of these problems start in the classroom. So to fully address these problems, we have to address them at the root, and that is in the classroom and at school. So I feel like a stronger implementation of certain conversations in schools could definitely help to resolve conflicts, or to help with the concept of conflict resolution.
Okay, that's a good point there. Caleb, have anything to add to that?
You basically said everything that I was thinking.
For you being at school though, what are some of the measures that you see like your school implement to help to deal with some of those things?
They definitely made the consequence of being in a fight more strict. The ways they've been doing to prevent people from fighting was like, when I was in 8th grade, every Friday they'd bring a mentor into our class and talk to us for about an hour during our form time. He basically like ask us questions about how we're doing in school, like those questions, right? And then he basically solidified the statement that we should not fight, we should deal with our problems just by talking without fighting, obviously. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, so based on what Caleb is saying there, then you see the importance of mentorship and how mentorship helps to deal with some of those personal issues that may come up from time to time, and utilizing the form time, as Caleb said, that the form time is not just marking the register, but how it can be more impactful in what we're doing. And if anybody who knows me, and I always say this, I'm very big on mentorship, right? And if it is that you are aligned to a particular school, your alma mater, then I think more of us can play an active role in helping to shape the future of our country.
As alumni.
Right? As an alumni, by going back and working, taking on a young man, a young woman, and coming alongside them. Of course, there are ways of how you go, but you don't just walk into the school and say, I'm a mentor. There are processes that you have to go through, through the administration, the guidance counseling department, and so on. But we need to do more in terms of giving back. And I know that there are persons who are doing it, but we need more. We need more of the young men. Recently, I was out of town, and I saw a former friend of mine, a colleague, when we were at school at KC, and he was also sharing with me just some of the things that he has been doing in terms of giving back and helping the students there. Nice. And sometimes it doesn't have to be anything that is too big, just a simple gesture, right, and having a presence there. And I was like, whoa, if more of us were doing this kind of thing to come alongside the students, then we would see some kind of change in the country.
Yeah, and I feel like you mentioned it. It's just, you don't have to do a big thing. Your presence alone can be very influential. So when people see that, wow, this is what the older people are doing, or this is what people are doing to help us, or people see that you're putting out an effort to help them, it makes the process much smoother and much better.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the things there, we also see that when you talk to students, when you get to realize what they're really going through, the mental health thing, and that's something we always talk about and talk about how we can help students to deal with that, because we need to provide accessible mental health services within schools and to partner with community organizations to support students facing emotional challenges. Because the truth of the matter is, students are coming to school with a bag of issues.
Yes.
Right? Some are not talking about them, but then when you see sometimes even some of the fights and those things, the quarrels that are happening, when you do a deeper check, right, you do find that there are some other factors,
with mental health.
other factors that cause them to act out that way. It could be issues at home,
right,
within the family or so. So these are some of the things that we continue to talk about. Let's talk about school safety. We do know, for example, the Ministry of Education, through their school and safety program. I remember when officers were now being brought into the school space to maintain a presence there. And the thing about it is that you spoke about respect earlier on, Omar, and the importance of respect, right, Kaylin? Because if you see an adult, based on how your parents raise you, you're always supposed to show respect.
Yes.
You don't go around and be
and do anything in front of an adult.
Exactly.
Right.
But these days it's almost as if that respect is not something that you see coming out among some of these spaces. And I think that's something that we really need to go back to. When we talk about the values and attitude program, right? How we can put that back into the curriculum, into schools, so that we are exposing our children, our students, to all of life development.
Yes.
And I think that is important as well. And I mean, parent involvement.
Yes, definitely.
You have to be involved with your child. We can't overemphasize that a lot. Because the thing about it is that we as parents and guardians, and I say we because I feel like I'm a guardian, right? As parents and guardians, we have to play our role to support the work of school administration, and not just sending your child there and leaving it just to the school alone to kind of curtail the behavior. Right? No, yes, we have to rein in. The administrators have to do their thing,
right,
but it's your child.
Definitely.
Yeah, so you have to play a part there. So parental involvement is also important. I don't know, based on what you see at school though, is there any other thing that concerns you as a young man, as a student, as you say, boy, I think this could be better? Caleb?
Probably the way that the teachers really deal with the situation, because sometimes when the aggressor is fighting the person that basically didn't do anything and is just trying to help the situation, the teacher sees both of them fighting and disciplines both the aggressor and basically the bystander as well. So I think that the teachers must probably do better in like situations like that and ask more questions about what really happened than just seeing what other than just like seeing who's
the person
fighting
who is
and who's
correct.
not fighting, and then like giving up punishments like that. So yeah.
So what you're saying then, to be more balanced and fair in the situation analysis then. And that's a fair point. It's a fair point. I can't speak for teachers within the classroom, but I don't want to think that if you see two students that are having a dispute or so on, I guess in the moment, right then and there, they're not going to stop and find out and say, I will start a fight.
Yeah, you need to analyze what is happening.
Yeah, try to analyze in a quick way. But as you said, as Caleb said there's a place to be fair in the kind of judgment that is also given. So that's a fair point. What do you think?
Earlier you had mentioned mental health.
Yeah.
And I feel like the declining mental health of the country is an issue that we aren't really putting much focus or not enough focus on. Because I have a lot of friends that are really struggling mentally, and they can't go anywhere because there's no route in the school. They go to the guidance counselor, they don't feel safe around the guidance counselor, and I feel like that's another problem. Need to feel safe around the people who are at school, because again, the people in schools are normally the ones giving, the aggressive energy, and I feel like some teachers are out in the schoolyards just aggressing students and are preying on students, and I feel like that is wrong. That is extremely incorrect.
So they too need to keep their it's more like emotions in check then?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that you want the space to be more open and welcoming. Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing that. And that's a perspective from students. They're in the high school system. I don't see the high school system anymore. But we see as well some persons on YouTube commenting. Annie Smith was actually giving some commendations there to Caleb in terms of the whole matter of confidence. She was saying that continue to speak positivity, and also to know that give yourself those pep talk, self pep talk, so they can be more confident. And also she says that simply telling yourself that I'm confident can help a little, but it doesn't work on its own. It's not just words, it's a combination of beliefs, experience, and actions. And on the note of fighting their remark, she says that fighting and acting out is a form of communication, and students may not have the skills to express anger, frustration, or stress in healthy ways. Sure. And that's why we need to create healthy environments, and that's why we need to tap into more of the, as you said, the conflict resolution strategies, and to provide a space. How can we use sports in a healthy, in a good way, to build a better camaraderie amongst people, community-wise? Because as I said, some of the things that we see happening is not just from the school only, but also from the community. So we need to have more community efforts there. So I think that's where we're going to leave that part of the conversation for today. And when we come back, we're going to be kind of switching focus to talk to some young persons who have been excelling not only in academics, but also they have been excelling in the area of chess. We have the 2026 National High School Chess Champions in the studio today, St. Jago High School. When we come back from the break, we'll hear from them. This is the Talk Up Youth radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Talk Up Youth, Mr. Faye.
Talk Up Youth.
Soon come.
I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, that will hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful.
Jamaican high school and college athletes will take on the best of the USA at the Penn Relays April 23, 24, and 25. A live coverage is on Nationwide Radio, brought to you by the Sports Development Foundation, developing a nation through sports. The Universal Service Fund, connecting you to more. That's live coverage of the Penn Relays on this station April 23, 24, and 25. Don't miss it.
This station raised me. It gave me a voice. And if Nationwide has ever meant something to you, come on in. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Perfumes and flowers and tumblers too. Gift baskets and fragrances just for you. Any gift for mama's kitchen or her house, just come to Fontana. Gift that she
Don't wait for the symptoms start show. HIV test free. Make sure you know. Me take me test. Me get the news. Me take me meds. We can't lose. Family there, support there too. We strong, we bold life, I live right through. Live bold, test early. Test the HIV. No, you start a smooth surely. Me take me test. Me get the news. Me take my meds. We can't lose. Free testing is available at health centers island-wide.
A message by the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
You them have a voice here, and it matters. The Family Club helps us to keep giving young people the mic. If you believe in that, join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Hey yo, me is a youth, no in a hurry. Me love me chick.
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore our range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield, Mandeville. Call 876-963-0628-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
Activity is being restored across. Connectivity is being restored across Jamaica. From rural towns to busy communities, the Universal Service Fund is bringing free Wi-Fi back to the people, helping families stay connected, empowering young Jamaicans on the move, and supporting farmers and entrepreneurs as they grow their businesses. With over 200 restored Wi-Fi sites, more than 50,000 Jamaicans are now connected every day, and more sites are coming. Connect to progress. USF connects Jamaica.
From the biggest tracks to the biggest energy, Nationwide keeps it moving. If you love the vibes, come and lock in with us for real.
World boss, if a prison could stop me.
Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Practice. God, me say you watch you over me practice.
Talk up youth and talk the truth. I asked the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths here and nationwide 90 FM every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush.
Victory, when you're winning it's a sweet story, and when you're not then the war is bitter. You're quick to call me a sinner, only judge I know my history. So we have to give the king glory, like a tree planted by the river. I smile with the sun, can't keep it down cause we have to overcome.
Sleepless nights under pressure got a lot on my mind, but would life be without all the struggles of mine? Can't sleep, some steam trees for peace of mind. I can't sleep, but these sweet dreams do ease my mind. I say, what success without a little sacrifice? With every downfall, yes, you have to have a rise. Gain the right to lose your soul, no, we're not gonna pay that price. I forgive, dance, so life the morning, Sunday, so
victory, when you're winning, it's a sweet story, and when you're not, then the war is bitter. You're quick to call me a sinner, only that I know my history. So we have to give the king glory, like a tree planted by the river. I smile with the sun, can't keep it down cause we have to overcome.
Positively clear when I light up on ritual, but tell us selfish ways we not go beg them for no sponsor. Crying and barrel will always try to pull you under. Pagans try to break you, wanna kill you, make you stronger. Clear my thoughts with a little meditating. Out of nothing opportunities creating. King Selassie I not stop, I get the praising. For eternity we keep the fire
victory. When you're winning it's a sweet story, and when you're not then the war is bitter. You're quick to call me a sinner, only that I know my history. So we have to give the king glory, like a tree planted by the river. I smile with the sun, can't keep it down cause we have to overcome life. Stop signs, doors closed, I'm never giving up, I'm doing good, but only the best is good. No. The best is good. The best is good. The best is good.
forsake me, it can't mash me up. Come and pray to the Father daily, I am and lift me up. No quick to judge and send me hype and all I send me change. I wonder if I tune in DJ rise and make a change. Well, if for that you're matching when me buy my moderate. Father protect me and He bless me with the victory.
Representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, myself a Talk Up Youth.
It's all iron I serves in the bring, you know.
Every time,
consistently,
every lot. Yeah. Hey yo. Me is a youth, no in a hurry. Me love me chickpeas and me tofu curry. Job bless me belly full and me never spend no money. 2 big pack chai when me get from me mommy. She never sent Elizabeth, she said baby no worry. Them fresh vegetable Tony Rebel couldn't carry. The only thing she want is another big tune. So call Ricky Joe, papi put it on tube. Send it on a boom son, baby drop it on speaker. Wait junior bang junior gang for the feature. Mix and release, make we trample the bass. 21 guns a load, trigger finger fi squeeze. Yo, I just love I breathe, and I still life over everything. 24 seasons, nothing don't change. Keep the things straight, so we never switch states. Positive vibes, that's what we do. Whatever we need, just put up with it. Gotta wipe out while man a make plans. So in all things, that we have to give thanks, that we have to give thanks.
How we say life over everything. I say Lassie over every king. Love over money, money over gun. Give thanks a little over none. Long time we tell them make a muckle. But them a laugh and a chuckle and a buck shuffle. How we say blingin' but not overdone. See they know the cup a overrun. How we say love for all over some. How we say rise up Rasta children and never run. And inspire one another to stand up and overcome and keep showing love forever, never done.
Yo, I just love I breathe, and I still life over everything. 24 seasons, nothing don't change. Keep the things straight, so we never switch states. Positive vibes, and yes, what we did. Whatever we need, just put up with it. Gotta wipe out while man a make plans. So in all things, and we have to give thanks, and we have to give thanks.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Your Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. And sometimes you have to reposition for greater effectiveness. I'm Romar. So we have been repositioned to this side of the studio, and that's primarily because we have with us this afternoon the students from as a students and chaperone and coaches are here from the St. Jago High School. I love Jamaica, but I'm completely surrounded by yellow and green. I love to see it here. I love to see it in the studio. So St. Jago High School recently reclaimed its hold on the Jamaica's National High School Chess Championship title after 2 intense days of battle with the top 16 teams from across the island. The competition began in February 2026 with 72 teams and from 30 schools from 10 parishes across the island. St. Jago High, the winning school in national school chess in the 51-year-old competition, has won this prestigious title 13 times, starting in 1984 and including a 9 consecutive title win streak from 2014 to 2022. Wow. Is this the school that says something about Monk Street and what was it? Monk Street. Wow. This is amazing. But before we get into all of this, this coach or so, I don't know who wants to introduce the team because we have a lot of you here.
Right.
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm the coach of the team. My name is Troy Leachman.
Yes.
To my right here, we have Nathaniel Hope. We have Jaden Forshaw. We have Mr. Murdoch behind me. Mrs. Forshaw. We have Michael Baker, J. Lloyd Chin, and Giovanni Oliver.
Okay, nice. And congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations. One of the first things I want to ask, I don't know who's going to take it though. Before we get into the competition and all of that, what is chess all about? Man, always hear about this chess thing. Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'll let my captain of the team explain that.
You must say no.
It's a game. Chess has been around for a very long time. It's really a game with 64 squares and a lot of comprised of black and white pieces where white moves first. And the aim really is to checkmate your king. It's really been around. It's really a psychological game where you aim to develop strategies to defeat your opponent.
Okay, nice. So anybody can play chess?
Yes, anybody can play chess.
Okay.
So the second question on the list is, what are the main objectives of the game of chess?
Just to checkmate the king and win, of course.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Simple answer.
Alright, you mentioned the pieces a while ago. What are the basic rules when it comes on to chess?
Well, each piece moves in a different direction. There are 6 pieces on the chessboard. We have the pawns, the king, the knight, the bishop, the rook, and the queen. Right? So each piece has its own way of moving, right? Which is part of what I think makes the game fun, but it's also part of why bystanders will find it very, very challenging. Right? So the pawns move forward, the king can move in any direction. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board, right? And all of that comes together to formulate strategies and tactics, to help you win the game.
Wow, this sound like this has a lot of history behind it.
It does.
I don't know if you know, how long has chess been around?
It's about a long time. Yeah, 3,000 years or about.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure probably back in the ancient days they were playing chess.
They were.
Right. But what are some of the lessons though? And let me go still stay with coach, and then maybe some of the players can give their feedback on it. What are some of the lessons that chess teaches us?
Right. All right. Well, different coaches have their own style and what they want to accomplish from chess. For me, it's never just about chess. It's never just the game, right? I want the kids to learn the game. That's fine. That is all good and well. But the benefits that they have to get from it has to be something that makes them a better person, right? So the improved discipline, the improved focus, better reasoning, all of that stuff is derived from mastering the sport of chess. Right.
Okay, nice. So, thanks for that. Well, let's talk about the competition. Remember, you have some stuff you want to get from it.
All right, so amazing stuff from the coaches and the chaperones. Some questions for the team now. Can you tell us about your journey in chess and how you came involved in the competition?
Alright, so of course, as being a part of the whole team, St. Jacob chess team, our journey, the thing as we start as a team, one of the most important things is of course chemistry between the teammates. So like each of us should know to understand each other's style, because there are gonna come critical points in the game where you're going to have to make decisions, and it is all dependent on if you know that your teammate can manage a certain position, and if you know they can cope to come out with a win, come out with a draw, whatever the necessary result is to come out with a victory. Of course, we have a little program where we go to camp, and the main point of this camp is that we train hard, we do our work, and we just rev it over and over and over again. The main purpose is to know each other's style and to ensure that we are, up in our tactics, we have everything prepared, open repertoire, everything that is necessary to ensure that we can be able to play our best chess as we're coming into the competition.
That's amazing. And as you talk about being more together as a team, what does the game of chess mean to you?
Well, everybody has their different perspectives of what chess can be to them. For some, chess can just be a fun, relaxing game. Chess can be a hobby. For some, chess is life. For example, you have grandmasters who dedicate their life to chess. Some who don't even, their career is chess. As in, there are others that want to be doctors, want to be lawyers. But there are some persons out there that say their job is chess, and everything they coach, they teach, their whole life and perspective of, life in general is chess. So it all depends on where you want to end up. If you want to play the sport for fun, if you want to, be a master at the sport, and it all depends on where do you want to be in this game. Is it you want it to be a long-term career for you, or you know just want to just have a relaxing fun game, play with your friends, go to the club, and just have a nice exciting game.
Nice. So as you speak about jobs, we know that jobs require certain skills. And what are some of these skills that you think chess helps you to develop? A question for any other member of the team.
Alright. So chess, the skills that you really need to have, it helps you with time management, how to assess problems, problem solving, critical thinking. I would say one of the most important is time management, because you know with chess you have to play with a clock, so you have to make decisions fastly and you have to make them efficiently and effectively, because you know if I make a wrong decision it can impact the decision of the game and you can lose. So I guess relating to a job where you know you will have certain tasks that you are assigned, and if you don't complete them at an efficiently and effective rate you can lose your job. So
I love that you mentioned there, before you go on, Omar, is that I think, Jaden, you were talking about chess and career. So you're telling me that I can have a chess career?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
And I can play chess for a living?
Yes, you can.
And get paid?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, I was saying that with the chess career, you kind of get sponsorships and a lot of benefits from it. So like many of my teammates, as well as Nathaniel Hope and Jaden Forshaw, we represent Jamaica, right? And we are able to get sponsorships to go overseas. Like we went to Trinidad, El Salvador, Puerto Rico. So it kind of just kind of help us to view and travel the world. And you know, at the largest stage, you have the Olympiad team. They get to go to Uzbekistan this year, I think in September. So it's really a great experience for all of us to travel and experience the world.
Okay, so it's not only we're hearing about the school competition, but did I just hear you say you represent the national team?
Yes.
Wow, that's a big thing. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. We're among stars in our We're among stars right here, you know. So let me not even mention my local school, you know, because the document that was sent to me, you know, the first thing I saw on it, you know, and it helped me to be biased today because I'm the host. In 1975, Kingston College. Whoa. You know, Kingston College won the chess competition then, and I saw them name there a few times, but after that I'm just say Jago, right? But reclaiming the title, and you've had a winning streak for a number of years. How does it feel now, coach, especially the hard work that you'd have put in with the team, and on average, how long is a chess game? Now, maybe I should ask that.
Oh, how long is a chess game really depends on the game that you're playing.
Right,
So you can have a chess game lasting anywhere from between 5 minutes to several hours.
Wow.
Really. Right. Yeah. You know. So so it just depends on the type. We have the faster version of the game that we call Blitz. Right. Then you have Bullet, you have Rapid, and you have the standard, the classical chess, which is what they would have played in the National High School Chess Championships. So it just all depends, you know. So there's chess out there for everybody. If it is that you want to play fast, there's chess for that. If it is that you want to take your time to think, to strategize, there's chess for that as well.
Okay, and there's chess for like new learners, because I feel like for me, you know, I would need, you say up to 5 hours?
Yes.
I probably need 8.
Yeah, but there is chess for everybody, and it's one of the fastest growing sport here in Jamaica.
Nice.
You know, a lot of persons are getting involved in chess, recognizing the benefits that it offers. Not just to play or to have fun with it, or because it's the game of kings, you know, but for the academic benefits that they can derive, the critical thinking that it improves, the focus that it improves, you know. And I think no more than ever, chess is essential, especially you have technology, really, you know, the tablets and all of those devices, you know, shortening the kids' attention span. I think chess is one of the things that we can use to just, you know, get back us to where we need to be academically.
So with all of this success and all of these amazing things that come from chess, there are also many challenges, I may assume. Specifically, what are some of the challenges that you have faced in preparation for the tournament?
Dealing with teach you the voice. Right. Because that's one of the most difficult things. As a coach, you have to get them in the right mindset. And they're kids. That's the first thing you have to understand. And they won't always do what is expected of them, but you have to make sure that you find the right way to motivate them, help them to understand. All right, this needs to be done, and it needs to be done within this time, right? Because all the skills that they're deriving from chess now, as a captain here would have pointed out, right? It eventually translates and will help them later on in life. Right?
So, I'm also asking to one of the team again, what advice would you give to someone that is just picking up chess?
Well, my advice would be to just enjoy chess when you just start playing, because you're gonna lose a lot, and that's one of the challenges that come with chess. And you're gonna maybe want to quit, but just enjoy playing, and you maybe continue. That is my advice.
Okay. For another member, how do you think chess can influence or better prepare you for academics? Because school, you're still in a school, although you play chess and you do everything, it's still you're still in school. So how can chess help you with that?
Chess, again, it requires a lot of critical thinking, right? Chess has really helped me with being good at maths, right? So as a chess player, you will really be good at maths with chess, because chess requires a lot of calculation. You have to be calculating all the possible moves and stuff like that. So if you're good at chess, normally you're also good at maths.
Okay, nice. I think one of the things too is that as you talk about time management, just out of curiosity, how many of you are part of other curricular activities or sports?
I am a part of other extracurricular activities, for example, ISF, which is Inter-School Christian Fellowship.
ISF, yes.
And of course, the band, St. Jacob High School Band. And, I believe that as students, we should all be all-rounded, not just only do one curricular activity, but make sure that you're out there doing as many as you can, and make sure that you can manage, as of course, you're a student first than an athlete.
Right.
Yeah. I see somebody on YouTube saying that chess can be exciting but also overwhelming at the same time. And of course the whole St. Jago crew is in the chat as well, bigging up the team. I know Romar would have touched on the advice that you can give to students, but in terms of adults as well, earlier on in our program we were talking about some of the issues in our schools and the whole matter about mental health support. Would you recommend chess as an avenue to aid with that, to help with that?
Yes, I would recommend that chess would be a serious avenue to investigate for mental health. I've seen multiple persons. I started when I was in high school, and I've had friends who were having a really tough time, and once they started chess, it was a complete transformation. Chess, as a young Nathaniel said, it helps with math, critical thinking, and sometimes just having an avenue to even sort out problems between someone non-violently in a fun way, it is life-changing. So it's a great avenue for building communities and fostering friendships which aid in mental health development.
I love that.
As we were talking about school before, for the boss in the back, for the big boss in the back, for Michael, as we were talking about school, how do you think that chess helps promote discipline and focus?
Well, before I started chess, I was very indisciplined.
Is that a confirmation in the place here? But come on.
Right, very unfocused.
Yeah.
But with chess, as my coach would have said, it's a very rough thing. and he has to make sure that we're doing what we need to do, right? So he helps us to focus and do what he asks us to do and get it within the time frame that he allocates.
Nice. Okay, nice. And thanks for sharing that personal testimonial and the transformation. No, we laugh knowing about it serious because as I was sitting down here, team and Ramar, I was thinking that, boy, if I was a dean of discipline and you're giving trouble, I'm sending you to chess. I'm sending you to chess. So I'm hoping that the dean of disciplines are listening because maybe it can help to change somebody's behavior and attitude, that kind of discipline. What's next for you guys, the team overall? Some of you representing the national team, but yeah.
Oh, well, right now we are all examination students, so some of them have 6 and I have CAPE, so we're going to really focus on that first because as Jaden said, we're really a student athlete first, emphasis on the students. So the aim really is to achieve grade 1s in all our subjects and then for them to go on to 6th form, and I will be going to the University of the West Indies. So that is our main aim.
Okay, love that. Any special shout out, thank yous to anyone?
Yeah. Firstly, I want to thank God. Yeah, because without God, all of this wouldn't have been possible. Thank Him for blessing us with the mind to play such a sport as chess. Secondly, I want to thank my parents for, allowing me this opportunity to be on the team, starting me off with chess from I was very young, from I was in primary school.
Grade 3, yeah. Came to me that time.
Yeah, about grade 3 I started to play chess. And, I have to be grateful for those things. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, of course, as Nathaniel mentioned, I have to give God all the praise because, of course, He gave us the knowledge, the thinking capacity to even manage a sport like chess. And, of course, thankful for my parents. And even thankful for starting chess, although persons may call me a late bloomer because I started it as I reach into high school in first form. So, I just want to be thankful for the supportive parents that I have to continue to motivate me even when the expenses and the funds might be very dear. They're still there to help out and ensure that, I still have the opportunity to play for the country and, to continue to represent and do my best.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I would also like to thank God. I remember at the tournament, there's a lot of prayer involved because we couldn't do this without God. And I would also like to thank my parents. A lot of sacrifices were made for me to even go to the camp, right? So they also supported me throughout my whole chess career, so I'd really like to thank them.
Nice.
Okay, so I would also like to thank God. As you said, we can't really do anything without Him, and He is the forefront of all the things that we do. I'd like to thank my parents. My mother really introduced me to chess when I was very young. I was about 6, right? So I've been playing chess since then, and I'm now 18 years old. I'd also like to thank our coaches, Mr. Leachman and Mrs. Forshaw and Mr. Murdoch, because really there's a lot of work that was put into this. We're kind of really a stubborn set, so I have to really thank them for taking the effort out to doing this, and we kind of repay them with winning the competition.
Job well done.
So first of all, I'd like to give thanks to God because without God we are nothing. And second of all, big thanks to my mother because she put in a lot of work. She pushed me for always play and she make a lot of sacrifices financially. So I want to give my utmost thanks to my mother.
Alright, thanks for that.
Alright, and let me chime in. First of all of this, I like and I appreciate the fact that each of them really thank God because without God none of this is possible.
Yeah.
The road and the process and everything was a rough one, was a difficult one. Mr. Leachman mentioned it, but guess what? The team came together at the end and we pushed through, and we couldn't have done this without, of course, God Almighty, the parents.
Yeah.
You understand? Because they are the ones who gave them the permission, who take them here and there and all over to these different tournaments. Dr. Claire Grant. Dr. Claire Grant, thank you so much. Past student of St. Jago. call her mommy too. Yes?
yes.
Because she sort of helps to manage and oversees everything financially, emotionally, all of the alleys that you can possibly think about. Dr. Claire Grant, let us take this opportunity and this platform to thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Price, the principal of St. Jago High School, who, whenever we go to her with anything, she would definitely say, okay, yes, very supportive. The staff in general at St. Jago, thank you. Big ups. Because when these guys miss classes, the teachers are the ones who generally have to be sending them and make sure they don't get left behind or anything. Keep them on top of things. So thank you so much. The road is still to maintain because as Dr. Claire Grant reminded us that the trophy came home. So it has been 3 years away from home, and it came home, and it will remain home for a long time. So I'm just declaring that it will stay home for a long time.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Coach, this is
all right. I know she won't thank herself, but I'm doing it for her because without Mrs. Forshaw, I tell her none of this would be possible. You know, I can put myself aside as the coach and Miss Forshaw, just teach her how to move the pieces, and I tell you, that's her. So, Mrs. Forshaw, on this public platform, I'm telling you, really, we appreciate everything you have done for the team. And of course, big shout out to Mr. Solomon, who accommodated us for camp. Right, he was also the previous coach. Right, so big shout out to him as well. And I can't leave out my wife.
I have to go. Right, I have to go. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're almost out of time for this section, but I know choose among yourself. A lot of persons are watching, students are listening. I want somebody to close out by just giving an encouragement to maybe a youth that is listening out there that is probably struggling or so on. What's your encouragement to that person?
To anyone who is struggling, to anyone who is having a difficult time, I can tell you from personal experience, it gets better. Keep going. The game isn't over, right? Even if there are no pieces on the board, if it's not checkmate, you've not lost. Right? So keep moving, keep praying, put God in the center at all times, right? And continue on the path, even if it seems dark, because God is with you, right? I want to take a quick moment to shout out my wife as well.
They have to go home.
Yes. Many late evenings. And big up to my daughter. Today is her birthday.
Okay, so, happy birthday
and
to
big up to my other daughter as well. So
lots of big ups, and thank you. That statement that you made there, if it's not checkmate, you have not lost. Right. Out of everything that we've discussed today, Romar, that is powerful. Yes, I am going to write that down. If it's not checkmate, you have not lost, and you have another chance in life. You've heard it, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over the chat here. Monk Street and up Pug Street.
That's right.
And I used to hear that a lot when you come on to school child and squeezing them. But let me just humble myself.
Oh, yes.
as a 40 son. And Romar here representing Arden. It's so good to know that the future of our country is in good hands, brilliant minds, and it doesn't matter which school that we represent, the future for the country remains bright. I want to thank you so much, and this is how we close out this segment. So of course, when we say talk up youth, Mr. Steffi, everybody must say
talk up youth.
What? Wanna watch a program? Them the new. Let's go to the break. Talk up youth, Mr. Steffi.
Talk up youth.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Roll out to cool as the breeze. While it look like a science book, so a school mega teach. Rev the truck up to the mountain top, and as soon as me reach, go get the stuff, kick the shoes off my feet, then me bless the cup, 32 songs me read. Give thanks for the love me receive, me work every day, in the street, and every day, end with nights like these. When a holiday, touch on the beach, a white t-shirt and I got off jeans, I mean I need no sneakers. Sun grains and massage me feet, blessing the flow like river. Girl drop asleep, she steam the indica, wake her and say, sun burning up till it red. Welcome to Kingston every day. It's a summer every night, feel like a Friday. Rev the bike till I'm swear. As I on my high grade, I make the irate. Still we now got red guys and nobody thinks every night a Friday. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. General, when I touch a road, me I'm an empress on my brother. Let me roll in the stranger. Herbs with the like a emerald and one pound. Several in the jungle.
Hey yo, listen up. Don't wait for the symptoms start show. HIV test free. Make sure you know. Yo. Me take my test. Me get the news. Me take my meds. We can't lose. Family there, support there too. We strong, we bold life, I live right through. Live bold, test early. Test for HIV. Know your status smooth surely. Me take my test. Me get the news. Me take my meds. We can't lose. Live bold, free testing is available at health centers island-wide.
A message by the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Is your investment idling? At LaSalle's Employees and Partners Cooperative Credit Union, we know the power of compounding. With Compounder, your medium-term goals grow stronger every month. No debate. Earn a whopping 4.5% offer rate over 12 months. Start with a minimum of $200,000 and watch your money multiply with the compounding effect. Growth isn't just steady, it's exponential. Call 876-923-5480 or visit www.lasallescreditunion.com. LaSalle's Employees and Partners Cooperative Credit Union, the friendly financial institution of choice.
This is not just a radio show. This is a lifestyle takeover. Ready to level up your home and your mindset? Tune in to the Design Studio with Karen Booker, your design diva, where bold ideas, refined interiors, and powerful living collide. We're bringing you next level interior design, real decor fixes in What Would Karen Do? Transformation secrets inside Design Lab, and mindset elevation in Thrive 360. Because this is more than design, this is lifestyle. From stunning home tours to confidence building conversations, we're designing rooms and redefining success. Catch the Design Studio Saturdays at 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM and streaming live on YouTube at Nationwide 90 FM Live. Design bold, live elevated, thrive fully.
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, myself, Talk Up Youth.
You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence, you youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
Yeah. And we stay around. Yeah, 17 with a clock. Anything for the stock. Trick or squeeze, man a drop. And on a trees, man a chop. Change your route, watch your back. Cause a family has set your trap. When me pressurize, she collapse. Another dream in a box. If I could take it back, give you all that you like, switching the balance from a history of violence, giving you and having you express yourself, making you less reliant on the history of violence. Bad man come in on a broad day, AR-15 cleared all way.
None of this makes no sense. People suffering in silence. The dance for the road that's falling. Reprisal early a morning. After all is said and done, it's a war that can't be won. But if we could fight hope when there is none, imagine all the things we'd overcome. Ooh, yeah. If I could, ooh, take it back, yeah. Give you all that you like, switching the balance. From a history of violence, giving you, ooh, and having you, yeah. Express yourself, making you less reliant on the history of violence.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Your Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. We are winding down, Omar, almost at 1 o'clock. That song that you just heard just now is called History of Violence by Samorai, featuring the great Mortimer as well. Big up to you for creating this melodious song. Music is always nice to the ears, you know.
Yes,
Well, you should know because you're a musician.
Yes, of course. Music is amazing. Music heals the soul. Music, wow. Music is just, strength.
It's strong, strength. All right, we had a good time talking to the students from St. Jago High School, and as we were winding out, earlier on we had an opportunity to talk with Caleb, and I know we have Tyrell and Daniel with us, so we're just wrapping up this conversation about school and safety and why it's important for school to be a safe space, right? The young lady, is it St. Andrews High School for girls? Right. And thankfully Tyrell went to Kingston College, right? So I'm not outnumbered today. Yes, Caleb, big up yourself, right? But I want to hear from Daniel and then Tyrell. Just your thoughts on that before we go. Can come.
So you're asking about my thoughts on violence in school?
Right.
So, I feel like... Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes. Perfect.
Okay. Okay, my thoughts on violence in school is that really and truly, the only solution to it is your mindset. If you have a mindset rooted in violence, then change can never happen. So the real change has to be within us. We have to change our mindset. So young people can be the solution. They can use their ideas, their perspective. They are the change that we need. So if we bring more peaceful solutions into how we go about the way we do things, then that's how real violence can end. If we don't change our mindset, we can't change the problem. That's my...
I love that. Sorry.
Yeah. And behalf on what Daniel said, that is true. But modifications can be made within the mind. Because as a Kingston College student, I've seen that. I see guidance counselors in school is a very important thing. Very, very, very important thing. Because I spent most of my lunch time in the guidance counselor office. Getting my mind focused on school because a lot of mornings every day I don't want to be there, It's a little task to get up and be there. The guidance counselor was always there to motivate me, telling me all the good stuffs, all right. And there has been time where I see he motivate the students I thought couldn't be motivated. Students will come to school, the gambling, the violence, all of them bad stuff that I would literally come to school for. I see him sit them down, personally himself, out of school hours, trying to change them, showing them the good side, other from what they think. Motivate them not to think that way. And I've seen it work. I've seen students who has never come to class, see them slowly start easing back into it. And I'm like, it's really good to see that you have someone in your corner that can motivate you back to come out to it, other from the parents trying to do it. You have someone at school that can help with it, and even your friends themselves, surround yourself with good company, steady the mindset. You can't have friends, one bad apple spoil the whole bunch. I've seen that, but I've also seen the bad apple turned good
I've seen the bad apple turn good in many situations and cases. Replant themselves, as she said.
Right.
So it's all about in the mindset that can be modified, in my opinion.
The mindset. I love how you guys have put that into context, into focus for us. Romar, you have anything to add to what they said?
I really think that they touched on everything. I agree with what they've said about the mindset. The mindset is really important because everything starts in the mind, you know. Before action, you think.
Right.
Yes. So, and people say, think before you speak, think before you act. And yes, so focus should be made on the mindset of students. Focus should be made to change the mindset of students if they are the bad apple, as they said. Bad apple can spoil the bunch, but the bad apple can also change to make the bunch better.
Yes.
And I believe that is really important.
All right, and to big up to the social workers, the guidance counselors, those persons who are in the schools, as Tyrell said, that they are doing the work, and sometimes they don't get enough credit as well, you know. Don't worry yourself. Don't need to be nervous, but they don't get enough credit as well. I want to say big up to all of the persons who are working behind the scenes to help to bring out a better side of our nation's students, right? But we're out of time. That's where we're going to have to leave the conversation for this week. Certainly, the conversation was hot, was a vibe. We heard the perspective. We heard from Caleb, heard from Donna, we heard from Tyrell. We also heard from our visitors from St. Jago High School as we talk about chess and just bringing it back together. Youth excellence was our focus. And how did you find your first show, Romar?
It was amazing.
It was
very
amazing.
good, very impactful.
Spoken like a banter. Well, that's where we're going to have to leave it for today. I want to say thank you to all of our listeners, our viewers, those persons who came on the YouTube chat and they left their comments. So good to have you all here with us. And of course, we'll do it again. Annie says, fantastic show. And we'll do it again next week, Saturday. I want to say thank you to our technical operator, of course, David McNish, our executive producer, Empress Golden, the Nationwide family, our co-producer, Damien Rose, just everybody who made today's show a success. And until next week, we will see you again. And so we're going to close out, guys, when we say talk up you, myself,
Talk up youth.
All right, that was the test run. Let's go. Talk up you, myself,
Talk up youth.
See you next week.
Giving you and having you express yourself, making you less reliant on the history of violence. Bad man come in out of broad day. AR-15 cleared all way. None of this makes no sense. People suffering in silence. The dance for the road that's falling. Reprisal early a morning. After all is said and done, it's a war that can't be won. But if we could fight hope when there is none, imagine other things we'd overcome. Ooh, yeah. If I could, ooh, take it back, yeah. Give you all that you like, switching the balance from a history of violence. Giving you, ooh, and having you, yeah. Express yourself, making you less reliant on the history of violence. I know you already got the night shine, but tell me you don't break to see the sunrise. Freedom over always trying to pick sides. Handcuffs and the bracelets we had in mind. Make sure that our daughters and our sons find brighter tomorrows than yellow tape lines. Play without the worry of a drive-by. No more bullets raining in the night sky. So much trauma.
Yeah, man, you don't know, this is Naomi Cowan representing for Talk Up Youth. This on every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. Talk Up Youth, me say Talk Up Youth, yeah. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
It's time for a new look.
and high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paint's 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies.